Bezrat Hashem, tonight we're going to learn Parashat Shoftim, and we're going to talk also about Chodesh Elul, Chodesh HaRachamim VaSelichot. We just start to say Selichot, according to Minhag HaSfaradim, preparing ourselves to Yamim Noraim, to Rosh Hashanah הבא עלינו לטובה, שבעזרת השם נזכה, a sweet year בעזרת השם, נזכה להיכתב ולהיחתם בספר החיים והשלום בעזרת השם. פרשה סד שופטים ושוטרים תיתן לך בכל שעריך אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך לשבטיך ושפטו את העם משפט צדק לא תטה משפט לא תכיר פנים ולא תיקח שוחד כי השוחד יעבר עיני חכמים ויסלק דברי צדיקים צדק צדק תרדוף למען תחיה וירשת את הארץ אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך. חז"ל said, the Torah said, שופטים ושוטרים תיתן לך בכל שעריך, בפשטות, which means that every city must to put police people and judge everywhere. We have to open a Beit Din and a police station, whatever you go, b'chol sha'arecha, all the gates and all the cities that you're going through, you have to put those people can judge and it can show the people what's the right way to do, and if they have any problem, they have a place to go. Tzedek tzedek tigdof, the Gemara learned from it how we have to fight and chase after the justice and to fight for it and to go with all the details and exactly what's the witnesses, and the Gemara explain exactly in Sanhedrin and Maseret Makot how they used to investigate the witnesses of those people, and until they get the penalty it's very very far. So tzedek tzedek tirdof. Okay, that's the Torah basically talks about, and Moshe Rabbeinu let before he give to Am Yisrael in those parshiot were a lot of mitzvot. We just learned in the last parsha 55 mitzvot, in this parsha 37 mitzvot. The next parsha we have more mitzvot altogether is the 170 mitzvot. Just 3 parshiot. Okay, so. But Chazal want to teach us another lesson. What's so important? Shoftim v'shotrim titen lecha b'chol sha'arecha. And why this parasha always fall in Chodesh Elul? Chazal said, if we have the parashiot falls in before Chagim, before Purim, before Pesach, before Shavuot, it's connected. The parasha connected the Chag will fall in the same week, in the same dates, the same time. What is the connection in this parasha before Rosh Hashanah in those days in Chodesh Elul? Chazal said, שופטים ושוטרים תיתן לך בכל שעריך. The Gaon Mivina said, בכל איבריך. We have 7 gates in our body. We have 2 eyes and we have 2 we have nechiraim, 2 holes in our nose, and we have 2 ears, and we have 1 mouth. Right? שופטים ושוטרים תיתן לך בכל שעריך.
And a gate.
Right? This is the gate that in order to serve and to learn Torah and to work Hashem, to worship Hashem and HaKadosh Baruch Hu and Avodat Hashem, we have to make and put the blockage and gates to close our sharim, our gates, which is our eyes and our ears, and our mouth and our nose. Well, what does that mean? Chazal said, when we have nisyonot, test from the Yetzer Hara, barati Yetzer Hara, barati lo Torah tavlin, the Gemara said, lulei HaKadosh Baruch Hu ozro, eno yachol lo. If Hashem is not helping us, and we don't have siyata dishmaya, we cannot fight against the Yetzer Hara. Yetzer Hara is trying from all over to fight against us and to put us away from Derech Hashem. But how can he fight? We grow up in the way of the Torah. We know what is Shabbat. We know what is Kashrut. We know how much is important to learn Torah, to pray, to keep all the Torah and mitzvot. How the Yetzer Hara is always win. And always he put us down and he make us blind all the time that we don't see the truth, and he make our heart also like cold. We don't feel the warmth in Avodat Hashem. We don't feel it. Why? How the Yetzer Hara is always on top of us and always 2 steps ahead. How? What is the way that we can fight against Yetzer Hara? What is the ways that we can prevent ourselves to fall chas v'shalom in averot? How can we prevent ourselves to listen for Lashon Hara? What? We're sitting down with people, chilling and talking against this one, this rabbi, this place, this community, those people, and all the time, every time when we're sitting with our kids, with our spouse, with our people in the community, how we can, sometimes we're falling apart, right? Sometimes we open Facebook, we open news, we open TV, we open whatever, and it's very hard to keep our eyes, right? Shmirat ha'einayim. And who is in this generation can keep his eyes like 100% pure? It's impossible, almost impossible. It's all over. We have pritzut, and nobody's dressed in modesty today, right?
Everywhere.
But Chazal said, if we let the Yetzer Hara to go into our gates, so it's very easy to put us down. Chazal said, we open it. We open all the gates. Come on, bring it on. Come on, so we can come to Shiur Torah. We can come to say Slichot, Chatanu lefanecha. Right? One time I went to the wedding and I sing a song to the Chatan. One of the songs I sing, Chatan hu lefanecha. Chatan hu lefanecha. He asked me, what is this song connected to the Chatuna? I told him, Chatan hu lefanecha. So we can sing beautiful songs in Slichot, but we don't feel Elul. We don't feel. Everybody is coming to Slichot. We can pray, Anenu Elohei Avraham. It's very nice. It's very Adonai Selichot, Chatal Lefanecha Hashem Alenu. All singing. We're trying to feel something, but we go outside. We're going back at the same routine, the same thing, and then coming for Rosh Hashanah, listen to the shofar, but we don't. The heart is blocked.
It's the easy way.
It's blocked. We don't feel it.
עולת לבבכם.
Right? We don't feel it. Chazal said, Ani ledodi vedodi li. How can we feel Ani ledodi, that I am connected to Hashem? Why Shlomo HaMelech call it Ani ledodi vedodi li? Why we call HaKadosh Baruch Hu Dodi? Hashem is our uncle? Rayati Yonati Tamati. Hashem is our spouse, is our husband, right? Am Israel, this is represent wife, and Hashem represent like a husband. We're married to each other under the chuppah in the time of Shavuot. Hashem hold the Har Sinai on top of our head. תקבלו את התורה מוטב, נכון? We accept the Torah, it's like the chuppah, נכון? So what we call HaKadosh Baruch Hu, אני לדודי ודודי לי, like an uncle. אני לדודי, זה דודי וזה רעי בנות ירושלים. All the shir hashirim, the Chazal said, the shir hashirim, this is the holy songs and the old songs. Right? We have 10 songs. Az Yashir, we have Shirat Vorah, Shirat Chana, Shirat HaBe'er. But this is the holy, because this is talking about the relationship, the intimacy relationship, the romantic between us and HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And we call Hashem, Ani לדודי ודודי לי. Another abbreviation, another words of Elul, איש לרעהו מתנות לאביונים. איש לרעהו א' למד ומתנות ו' לאביונים. What is the connection to Purim? Elul connect to the Purim? איש לרעהו מתנות לאביונים, right? What is the connection to Purim? And also Chazal said, גדול הנהנה מהגיעו יותר מירא שמיים. The Gemara said in ברכות דף ו' עמוד ב', if somebody is working, גדול הנהנה מהגיעו יותר מירא שמיים. If somebody is ירא שמיים, is trust in הקדוש ברוך הוא and he's not doing anything. That's the pshat. גדול מי somebody is working all day long in his business is much more higher than somebody ירא שמיים have fear of God. It doesn't make sense. What is the pshat in this Gemara? גדול הנהנה מהגיעו יותר מירא שמיים. Listen to that. Chazal said that all of us, since we're born, we have something in our neshama that we need to feel the excitement, right? We need to feel, in order to feel our pleasure. It's called, according to Mekubalim, nefesh habehemit, right?
כן.
הנפש הבהמית always needed.
תעבור.
She has to feel a pleasure. What's the things to turn in this world?
Food, everything.
Whatever, but you can call it in one name. What is the things that turns all this world? Pleasure.
Pleasure.
Where I can find much more pleasure. In my relationship, just תלחץ על close. Close, where I can find pleasure with my wife, with my girlfriend, with my this place, this restaurant. I don't like it much. I like this restaurant. I'm rather to drive another 1 hour in order to get more pleasure. I would like to sleep more in order to get more pleasure. To do that, to travel, to change my country, change my business. It's all about pleasure. It's our temptation and our desires. It's always looking and seeking for pleasure, right?
Yeah.
That's why Chazal said, if you don't feel a pleasure in Avodat Hashem, if you don't feel that you enjoy Avodat Hashem, that you come in to pray, which means that you have pleasure in something else. Something else, it's much more higher than to come to shul. That's why you're not coming. It's much pleasure for you to drink coffee, to watch TV, or to sleep in your house instead of to come to shul and put tefillin and talit, right? It's pleasure for me to go in the jet ski in Shabbat, chas v'shalom, or drive, have fun with my family, instead of to come here. It's all about pleasure. So if you come in here, if you don't feel, if we trying to do Torah and mitzvot, we're trying to learn Torah. You see how many people here? Baruch Hashem. Right?
Yeah.
Why people are not coming? Like, if you bring food, you see a bunch of people, 30, 50, 60. If you don't have food, you see 10, 15 people, 5 people. Why? You don't have pleasure. Food bring people. Right? They're not coming for Shiur Torah. They're coming to eat. They're coming to eat. They're coming to eat. I remember Mutzafi used to say that he used to have a big shiur 30 years ago. A bunch of 200 people used to come, and somebody used to bring pot full of eggs. I asked it with kashot, like boiled egg, and bring to people. He used to eat it with something cucumbers. At that time, somebody came after 1 or 2 years that there was a bunch of people. Somebody came and he said, Rabbi, it's not appropriate to eat in the shul. What is that? People eat egg in front of you in the middle of inside of the shul. It's not appropriate. Stop it. I don't let this guy to bring it. He said, no, don't take him. Don't let people. They're very hungry and they eat something during the shiur. And he stopped it. Next year from 200 become 50. Another week 30. Another week 10. He said in 2 months. He sit down with 7 people. Unbelievable. He said, you see, I thought, I thought that people coming for my shiur, and I realized that people come for the beitzim, for those eggs. Chas v'shalom. That's what the Chafetz Chaim also, when people came to the Chafetz Chaim 100 years ago, they told him, Rabbi, we have a bunch of people, Jewish people in the army, in the Russia, there. They eat in nevelot utrefot. They eat not kosher. What should we do? We have to raise some money to bring kosher food to this place, this camp. He said, okay. He asked for a few people, bring some kosher food. He asked for donation. They brought a lot of food, put it on a truck, and they send it over to this army. Those soldiers are so happy. They eat all the food. After a week, 2 or 3, after 2 months, they got message that even they got a kosher food, they still finish this meal and they're going to eat for the nevelot utrefot. They came to Chafetz Chaim, Rabbi, we raise thousands of dollars. We give him the kosher food and they still eat for the not kosher food. Chafetz Chaim said, you have to fire this cooker, this guy who cooked for him. Or you have to tell him to make it more spicy. Because if you see someone eat for the not kosher food, which means that the kosher one is not good enough. Because if it was tasty enough, they don't have to go and eat it in different places. Amar Chafetz Chaim, if you see a little kids, you see those people, chas shalom, teenagers, going off the derech, they're going off the way. Why? Why? They live in their house, they live in their family, the warmth, they all what they got in their houses because they don't feel the geschmack, they don't feel the sweetness, they don't feel it. That's why they feel it something else, somewhere else. That's why they're going to eat, to go in different places. What our job, Chazal?
כמו גששים שאומרים, אני רוצה לדעת אם זה כשר או טעים.
Yeah, what our job, Chazal, is not to work in ourselves. How many times I came to do slichot? How many times I'm coming to pray? How many times Hashem helped me to pray, to do mitzvot? You can do a lot of mitzvot. You can pray. You can come, wake up very early in the morning, but you come back home. Oof, I wake up in the morning. Oof, I'm so tired. Oof, you can come to Shiurei Torah. You can come, but you are not enjoying it. What is the education you give to your kids and to your wife or to those people? You're not enjoy it. You don't enjoy Judaism. You don't enjoy you're not proud of yourself to be Jew. Oof. Opam Shabbat. Oof. Slichot. Somebody told me. Oof. Another time slichot. Oof. These high holidays. Yamim Noaim. Let's get rid of it. Oof. Let me know when is Yom Kippur is over. I don't like those days of judgment. Sifrei, book of life, book of death. I don't like it. Right? People afraid, right, from Judaism, afraid from Shabbat, afraid from Tefillah, it's too much. Why a lot of people are not staying for Shiur Torah? It's not tasty enough, right? They're much more pleasure to watch TV, to stay down with their wife, their kids, or to go in different places, whatever. Everybody's busy, right? It's not. They don't feel the taste. We don't feel the taste. That's why Chazal said, why we don't feel it? Because we let the Yetzer Hara, we let our gates to bring the tum'ah, the impureness from the street, from all over. We listen to Chadashot, we listen to Facebook, we're watching TVs, watching movies all day long. I mean, we listen for all, we're exposed to so many things. It's much better to see an action movie, right? It's much more fun. Or play. Now we have the kids playing night fort. I teach bar mitzvah kid. They told me, Rabbi, I wake up. I slept at 4 a.m. Why? Because I play Fortnite. Wow. Are you serious? Now they have katava in Israel. Everybody addicted to it. Everybody addicted. We all addicted. It's much fun. You see people are not staying for the shiur. They say, Rabbi, I got to go. And they stay outside and they talk for another 30 minutes. Why? You said you're tired, right? Because it's much fun to talk. It's all about fun. But it's more than that. Chazal said, Shoftim v'shoftim titen lecha b'chol she'arecha. If you want to feel the sweetness of Kedusha, you have to prevent, close your ears. Don't listen to Lashon Hara. I'm talking to myself, don't listen to Lashon Hara. Close your eyes. Hashem said, Chazal said, אדם שעוצם עיניו מראות ברע, זוכה ורואה פני השכינה, not פני השכנה. If you close your eyes, you see something not good. You see a sirton or a clip or any movie or something, it's not sniut. Or you're walking outside, you see not sniut or whatever, any place. Close your eyes, in right moment, whatever you ask from Hashem, Hashem is listening to you right away, and Hashem accept your tefillah. So רואה פני השכינה. The Shekhinah, Hashem dwells, His Shekhinah is present right away on front of you. If you close in your eyes, you don't see. Adam לא שם עיניו מראות דבר רע. Right? That's why if you close your eyes, but we cannot close our eyes. Somebody told me, Rabbi, for this Chodesh Elul, I'm closing the Facebook. I said, right, kol hakavod, you committed to yourself. Rabbi, for this Elul, I'm not watching Ynet on these apps and all these places, or I'm not watching TV.
Good.
That's very nice.
Good.
The Rabbi, I want to learn L'chot Lashon Hara to prevent myself.
Very good.
I wanted to close my mouth. Mavet v'chaim be'ad halashon. How much we talk in the minute of tefillah. How much we talk. We let ourselves to talk, to what, to be. We're not concentrating in the tefillah. We're not concentrating in anything. Even we sit down with your wife and with your kids. Yes, what are you talking about? What are you doing? What are you doing? Well, connected. We let ourselves to be connected to the other things except to our neshama, to ourselves. Right? So Chazal said, Shoftim v'shoftim titen lecha. The judgment, don't judge other people. What we're doing, we're judging other people. No, instead of to judge other people, judge yourself. How I need to fix myself, how I need to work on my arrogance, my upsetness, how I need to work on my lashon hara. No, I don't have to say it. No, I don't have to make my mouth dirty. Chazal said, Gon Mevina said, while we have two eyes, we can have one eye, like the Abam. While we have two eyes, one to see the good things in others, and one to judge, to look at the bad things in yourself, to work on yourself. What are we doing? Exactly opposite. No, he's missing, he's wrong, he's late, he's like that, he's not responsible, my kids, my wife, we blame him and everybody except ourselves. We never can see something missing in ourselves. Also, we have to be careful also not to judge yourself too much. Those people always say on themselves, no, I'm too bad, I'm so down, I'm never going to be tzaddik, I'm never going to be like that, I'm never going to be rich, I'm never going to make money, always, they hit themselves. Also, it's not good. You have to know what you have to work on, but don't hit yourself too much and judge yourself, because it's going to put you down and never encourage yourself. No, Hashem love everybody, and Hashem love you whatever you are, and that's what we said, the 13 midot of Rachamim, Hashem, alachu bechanun. Hashem before the chet, and Hashem love you after the chet the same, right? But with that, don't let yourself to do whatever you want, right? You have to be aware to yourself, who am I? What did I change this year? How I promised to Hashem last year in Yom Kippur, Hashem wa Elokim, Hashem, please give me a good year. Zochenu lechaim lemancha Elokim chaim. How much we all scream and promise to Hashem. How much we committed and we didn't keep our word. Look, right after Yom Kippur, how many people attend to show after Yom Kippur? From 200 and 300, how many people? Barely minyan. Where's our promises? Right? And Hashem give us another time, another extension. In Sukkot, let's be together. The Lulav, Hoshana Rabbah, and then that's what we have the Chagim to bring us back. But if you want to go back, so where we start? Where we can start? We cannot start from anything. Where we start? First of all, Shoftim Shoftim De'elecha b'chol she'arecha. First of all, judge yourself. What is the places that I'm falling apart? What is the places that put me down? My phone, I have to. What is the things that prevent me and put me away from Hashem? What is the things that make me not feeling the feeling of excitement of spirituality? My phone, so I can put filter on my phone. My TV, I can let myself to watch less, okay? Or those places I'm going and chas v'shalom I'm going to not kosher restaurant or whatever. You can put machsom, blockage to your mouth. Whatever you go to eat, we're not going to eat outside. You never know. People say, no, I'm just eating salad. I don't eat that. You know how many trefot, how many nevelot they cook in the same oven and they all spread around. You know, they mix together. You know how many problems they don't check the worms, germs inside. Every worm that you eat, it's like it's like to eat pig, chas v'shalom. So all those things that we let ourselves to see, we let ourselves to hear, to let ourselves to talk, or chas v'shalom to eat, right? The ochel tameh, if you're not keeping kashrut, so Chazal said, Al tikre v'nitmetem ba'amela v'nitamtem. It's blocking your neshama. You can listen to Shurei Torah all day long, but you cannot change yourself. You keep it in your way. Why? Because your neshama block. Because of what? That's the Chafetz Chaim. One time somebody said, Rabbi, I don't know what happened to me. I don't know. I'm trying every year. I'm trying to get close. It's not working. I'm still falling down. I cannot commit it to myself to keep Shabbat 100%. I cannot commit it to myself to keep Torah and mitzvot 100%. What should I do? He said, keep looking and search if you're keeping kashrut 100%. Are you washing your dishes? You immerse your dishes in a mikveh? Take upon yourself, for this Yom Kippur, for this Elul, I'm going to change myself. I'm going to check my mezuzot. I'm going to check my tefillin. All the spirituality things that that influence on us, I'm going to check my dishes to see. When I eat in Besari, I eat in Chalavi, we can separate. This is the gates that we have to put around us in order to kick away the Yetzer Hara. That's the way that we can feel the excitement. And then we feel the excitement. We have the pleasure over here. We don't need the pleasure outside. People ask me, how those Bechorei Yeshivot now, everybody came. In excitement, you see thousands of Bechorei Yeshivot. I miss those days. I said I could have paid thousands of dollars just to go back to the yeshiva. The excitement to disconnect from all the world, to learn Torah, Gemara, and to be all day long, 15 hours just in the house of Hashem, and to connect to the Torah and the Tefillah.
Amazing.
But why? How they can succeed for those years? How we could have learned for 20 years in the yeshiva and the kollel? Because we disconnect. We don't have phone. We don't have TV. We don't know what's going on in the world. That's the way. Shoftim and Shotrim falls all the time in Chodesh Elul, because if you want to feel Ani Ledodi, Chazal said, Omer Baal Shem Tov, Ani Ledodi, if you want to feel Elul, what is Ani Ledodi v'Dodili? What is Dod? What represents Dod? Uncle? Uncle? Chazal said, Ze Dodi, never change. That we said last week. We said it never change, which means that you cannot say it, my ex-husband. In husband, why we don't say husband or wife? You can say my ex-husband, my ex-wife, but Dod, he never can separate. Which means that Hashem is never separate from us; He's always with us, no matter where we're going, right? No matter what we did. But another thing, Omer Baal Shem Tov, Ani Ledodi, Ze Dodi v'Ze Rei. In order to feel fear from Hashem, instead of to feel fear from Hashem, instead of to feel fear or chas v'shalom, far away from tefillah, far away from shiur, far away from Torah mitzvot, you have to be friendly with Hashem. Ze dodi v'ze rei, benot Yerushalayim, ani ledodi, az v'nodi li. If you want to feel the excitement, you want to feel, wow, now Chodesh Elul, wow, I want to go close to Hashem, HaMelech Basadeh, the king coming into the field, whatever we dress like, it doesn't matter how we dress. Yeah. Hashem accept us. We don't have to call and to get connections like during the year. Hashem coming to dwell with Shekhinah is coming to us. But who wants, how many people? Sometimes I have a friend that is traveling a lot, and he told me, you're so lucky, I'm jealous of you. I know. I said, well, I'm lucky, I'm working all the time, and I'm too busy in the community. And you traveling, you see the world. He said, no. He said, when he's traveling all the time, 1 week, 2 weeks, when he come back home, everybody on the phone, everybody on the computer, barely say, hi Abba, man. Everybody like, and he said, when you coming back home, everybody said, Abba, everybody's excited. Then I realized, are we excited that Abba is here? Abba Hashem is here. Chas v'shalom. Are we excited that we have the opportunity to talk to Him, opportunity to atone and to forgiveness? We're asking you, we could have said slichot all day long, but still inside the heart, we'll let the Yetzer Hara to go through our gates. That's the opportunity. Shoftim shotrim titen lecha luchot sha'arecha. Right? Don't judge other people. Judge yourself. Shoftim shotrim titen lecha. Before you look at the other people, bad things. All the time look around us in the good things, right? But also, the ani ledodi v'dodili, that's what Chazal said, ish lere'eu matanot le'avyonim. Because Chodesh Elul is not just between us and Hashem, it's between us and Chavero. Ben Adam leChavero. Right? בין איש לרעהו ובין אדם לחברו, also זה אלול. כן? בין אדם לחברו ובין איש לרעהו ובין אדם לחברו. This is also ראש חודש אלול, that we know that we be a friend with Hashem. If you come back home and you say, oof, I can't believe it. I just tired. I'm so tired. I wake up in slichot. I'm so tired to learn Torah. You come into the Shabbat. Sheket. Sit down. Hey, where's the challah? Where's the barak? Where is this one? The kids are not enjoying Shabbat. When they grow up, they don't want to be there. Right? A lot of people get off the daily because they don't want to be in the place that they don't have a pleasure. They don't feel friendly with Hashem. They don't feel friendly with the Yahudut. This is not a way to educate your kids. It's not the way to educate your students, to people around you. If you're not excited, you don't make it excitement. Kids, Shabbat Chodesh. I'm taking my kids to shopping. Right? We're buying the good stuff. Whatever you want, put it. It's Shabbat. I asked my daughter, what is the best day in the week? Shabbat. Why? Because you let us to buy the treatment, the sour stick and all this. We're going to Solipita's store, but in the Bamba, Visli, chocolate, they always give them, right? So this is excitement. I sit down with my kids 1 hour. They don't go anywhere. We're singing together, say Parashat Shavua together. If you say, and also I'm asking, what do you see good in your siblings, in your sister and your brother? If you don't during the week, one thing. Right? I'm teaching them how to see the good things around. So they feel excitement. We play together, Monopoly, after I'm playing with them. During the week, we barely have time to each other, right? If you feel excitement, they said, when I grow up, I want to keep Shabbat. And when I grow up, I want to have Shabbat with my children. If you're coming back home, you say, oof, I have shiur, oof, this is the tefillah, oof, I can't believe it, oof, when is Shabbat is over? When is the Chag is over? Rabbi, the Chag is too long. Or even you keep the Chag, or you keep in the Shabbat, or you're doing, oof, I wish that we could have, somebody who went to a restaurant with the friends, and he said, and his son said, oof, I could have, I wish we could go to this restaurant to eat the not good. I say, if you go to a restaurant, why, Baruch Hashem, we have yummy food, we have all over restaurant. Make it excitement. Makes the Torah mitzvot excitement. That's why Chazal said. That's why Chazal said, Gadol הנהנה מיגיעו יותר מירא שמיים. מה זה נהנה מיגיעו? That this guy, that he's enjoying Avodat Hashem, he's enjoying when learn Torah, enjoying when he's in the tefillah, יותר מירא שמיים. It's better than this guy who's have fear of God. That's why he's coming to tefillah. He can do the same tefillah. He can learn 12 hours. But he's sitting in the Gemara. I wish to go home. He's sitting in the shiur. I wish to go home. He's sitting in the restaurant. Whatever we do is not. That's why we don't feel it. Why we don't feel it? Because we let our heart to have pleasure in other things outside. So if you want to feel the pleasure here, you want to feel the sweetness and the connection with Hashem, Elul, ani ledodi, feel like a friend with Hashem. Hashem is not the bad guy, chas v'shalom. He's our friends, our fathers. Avinu Malkenu, before he's our king, he's our fathers. He's the best friend. Ask him, Hashem, help me to feel my temptation, my desires, to elevate my desire to you. Hashem, help me to feel this connection. Hashem, help me to Hashivenu Avinu Toratecha. I want to go back to Hashem. We want to go back to change your action, to change your deed for the next year. We have the opportunity. Go back to the Torah. Amen. Search where is the shiur Torah. Search where you can learn. Somebody asked me, so Rabbi, it's better not to learn or to do, not to come to shiur or not to come to tefillah? I said no. You'll learn 3 hours, or you come to tefillah all the week. Even you come once a week, but your excitement, do something that your excitement, doesn't matter what, that your excitement make you this pleasure. Do something that to push you, to encourage you. Then you can feel that needed odili. That's why we feel the excitement. To be excited, to be like a friend with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. זה גדול הנהנה מיריעו ויותר מירא שמיים. And it's all about, if you put our blockage, we don't let the other things to put us away from Hashem, and then we have the sweetness and Avodat Hashem, and then we can change ourselves, we can work in ourselves, Be'ezrat Hashem, נזכה לשנה, the sweet year, Be'ezrat Hashem, המכתיבה וחתימה טובה.